In the golden age of conspicuous consumption, it must be more than 20 years ago now, although it seems like only yesterday. Someone rich and famous from Hong Kong built a stately pleasure dome high on a hill in Phuket overlooking the Andaman Sea. They used the finest Thai architects, who produced a lyrical palace with curving roofs under which teak pillars of great girth support high ceilings over vast play areas where pools of limpid blue are linked by tiny streams that tinkle over smooth pebbles selected by a feng shui master, and enormous bedrooms offer ocean views to make you gasp. The developer named the hilltop they had thus colonized Vulture Peak, whether in homage to the Indian mountain upon which the Buddha gave his celebrated sermons, or to the buzzards they had evicted, is unclear. It's as good a place as any for a triple homicide, although access is complicated. I came by taxi, but the driver lost us in a complex of single-lane roads that led to other mansions. We could see the place clearly enough. It's the biggest and swankiest of them all. So, in the end, I climbed up an iron ladder from the sea and have arrived a good 50 minutes after the forensic team, which is led by our senior pathologist, Dr. Supatra, a diminutive figure in white coveralls, mask, and gloves. We press our palms together and why each other from a distance. She's accompanied by a team of about 8, for the news that is an atrocity of the most serious kind preceded our arrival, and the good doctor likes to be prepared. More than the size of her team, the heavy silence and glum faces, only she and her chief assistant are wearing masks, portend a crime scene lurid with bad luck. Not a one of us will not spend an hour or so making merit in a temple before the day is out. In my mind's eye, I stand before a Buddha image with a bunch of smoking incense and bow 3 times. Dr. Supatra leads me to the master bedroom, where 3 human forms lie on a giant bed. In an attempt to minimize the bad joss as much as to express respect for the dead, Supatra has covered them from head to toe with an equally extravagant white sheet. She pauses for a moment before inviting me to share the labor of removing it. The rest of her team have wandered in to observe my reaction. The Buddha taught that the distinction between subject and object, the self and other, even between you and me, dear Farang reader, may I call you DFR, is illusory. This lesson is brought home with perhaps more drama than the master intended when the human forms before you have been stripped of faces, eyes, genitals, and, as the good doctor indicates by pointing to gaping wounds in each cadaver, kidneys and livers too. To call them anonymous would be to evade the issue. Stripped of every vestige of personal identity, they are all of us, as anyone knows who has ever flown economy. With so much surgery to absorb, it takes me a moment to notice that the finger and thumb tips of each victim have been snipped off. Supatra follows my gaze. Any first impressions regarding cause of death? I ask.
Gunshot wounds to the back of the head. A single shot in each case. Everything points to a carefully planned execution prior to pillaging the bodies for organs.
Obviously no print identification, I mutter. DNA? The doctor shrugs.
If any of them committed a serious crime over the past 5 years, maybe. We only have DNA records for convicted criminals.
But prints could have been checked on the National ID Bank. I shake my head. Someone is being unusually shy about who they killed. We have to go on the likelihood they were all Thai residents who could have been identified if they still had fingertips. I scratch my jaw. That leaves 60 million possibilities.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.